Hey guys, Stitches here, and welcome back to some more Let's Play Pokemon Legends Arceus. Last time, we dealt with the frenzied Cleavor and returned back to camp. Or back to camp, back to town, back to Jubilife Village. This time, we could... Oh, we also met, Arizu, a warden of the Diamond Clan, I believe. They wanted to go talk to Commander Kamado. So, this time, we are not really going to be diving into the rest of the next bit of story, but rather we're going to be going around town and looking at requests, because a bunch of requests open up after you complete the first area. You can see there's some over here, there's some over here. And I also want to say really quick that this is the point in the game where my sort of knowledge with the game ends. It becomes very... From here on out, I have not experienced the game really. There's some quests that I've done, but I didn't really play any further since... Well, I just didn't, but... So, we're going to be experiencing what's coming at us going forward together in live time. Anyway, Pyro wants to talk to us. Hey, listen to this. I saw something out in the wilds. Oh, it was incredible. What was it? The thing I saw was a big old will-o'-the-wisp. A ball of bright red fire. When I was walking on Windswept Run the other night, it leaped at me like, ooh. At it again with this story, huh? Waka from Final Fantasy X? Don't listen to her, man. My big sis always gets carried away with her fairy tales. Oh, for goodness sakes, I'm not making it up. I saw the will-o'-the-wisp with my own eyes. Why do they call it that and not just call it a will-o'-wisp? Oh yeah, then why don't you show it to me? Hey, good luck with that. It's so frustrating you won't believe me. I honestly did see one. Say, you're with the Survey Corps, right? And I hear you're quite the prodigy. I bet you can catch the wisp easily. Do you think you could catch the one I saw and bring it back here? So you think it's a Pokemon? So I think mainly this video is going to be dedicated to specifically fulfilling requests and taking requests. Hey Spurt, you're interested in some target practice? All you gotta do is lob some balls, try to pop some balloons. Easy peasy, fun and breezy. Even got some fine prizes lined up to give out, depending on how well you do. Managed to break 10,000 points, you'll be for a real treat, I can tell you that. If you're up for a challenge, just let me know. I'm usually to be found in this field. Request 26, aim for the big leagues. Shinon. Oh, you're the girl from the Survey Corps, aren't you? Thank goodness you came along. Could I ask you to fetch a plant for me? I need to use it to make some medicine. The plant I'm after has 3 leaves and tastes bitter enough to make you dizzy. Unfortunately, I don't know where it grows. Try asking Anise from the medical corps. She'll be able to point you in the right direction. The search for bitter leaves. Oh, hey, survey lady. Know what you need to do to be a super awesome member of Galaxy Team? Be super brave. Nope. I mean, I guess that's also important, but you need to have a partner Pokemon. With a great partner Pokemon backing you up, you'll be as strong as 100 people. So I really want to catch a Pokemon of my own someday. I've been throwing balls to get my aim spot on. Now I think I'm ready to practice with some real Pokeballs. I bet you have loads of them since you're in the Survey Corps and all. Do you think you could please give me 5 of your Pokeballs? What it takes to be awesome. Give 5 Pokeballs to show. We'll just do this one. Pissant's change. Now I can catch my own partner Pokemon. Here's a reward just for you. Some grit dust. It was super hard to collect, so I hope you like it. If you want to know more about what it does, you can ask Captain Zissou. She knows all about it. Anyway, I'm gonna practice loads with the Pokeballs you gave me. Find a Pokemon that'd be a great partner for me. Let me know so I can go catch it. Oh, I should mention my wired controller's working again. Bonds between Pokemon and people. Bellamy. Oh, you know, you reminded me somehow of my grandmother. She was always so friendly with her Pokemon, just as you seem to be. I feel that same aura from you, as if you could become true friends with Pokemon. Also, one thing I want to point out about Bellamy's design that I really like is his glasses are strapped to his face. I'd be interested in seeing how friendly you are with the Pokemon you carry with you. I hope you'll show me sometime. About it, show me your friendliness. Show you Scallop. Look how pleased it is to be traveling with you. You've a true friend here, I can tell. My grandmother was precisely like you, the type of person who could understand the minds and hearts of Pokemon. I grew up watching how she interacted with them, so I have a bit of a knack for sensing how compatible a person and Pokemon are. If you'd like, you can keep on coming to me to show your Pokemon. I'm happy to inform you at any time how they're feeling about you. So you get a rare candy for showing him a Pokemon you're good friends with, but you can also show him any Pokemon you're friends with. This is a mechanic known as friendship or affection or whatever. I think it's just friendship. Friendship is a mechanic that was introduced in Generation 2 and has continued to persist in every Pokemon game, only changing very slightly. Basically, certain Pokemon have friendship evolutions and such, or moves that are affected by friendship. Friendship's a hidden stat. You can't check it on your own. It's affected by how often your Pokemon faints, how often you give them items like berries or potions. And yeah, it's really hard to lower it, but it's really easy to raise it. There's even Pokeballs that directly affect it, like the Luxury Ball, which makes it easier to gain friendship, and the Friend Ball, which increases the base friendship when caught to 200, I believe, making it the best Pokeball for making it the best Pokeball to utilize for catching Pokemon evolved via friendship. Speaking of the Friend Ball, I actually remember when I played the Teal Mask DLC for Pokemon Violet, I actually ended up using the Friend Ball on Ogerpon, even though you can use any Pokeball. Anyway, Dagiro. Just the person I was waiting for. There's a Pokemon I was hoping you could bring me. I've been trying to make a business of offering the groundbreaking experience of having your photo taken with Pokemon, but no one else around here seems to understand the appeal. Perhaps they're all just too afraid of Pokemon to get over their reluctance. But I happened to accidentally catch a Pokemon in this photo, and it gave me a brilliant idea. You want a Baneri? I don't even know if... Do I have one? See how fluffy it is, how adorably soft, how irresistibly and possibly cuddly. Once people see a Pokemon like this in a photo, they'll all want to have their portraits taken together with it. But I need to get a better shot of it than this one. If you find one, could you bring it here? Let me check if I have one. Oh, he's no longer outside, is he? What was that quest called? I didn't read it out loud. The Pokemon in the woodland photo. What can I help you with? Got that request you had. I've got you the Pokemon you wanted. Oh, I have a lot of them, actually. Oh, it's even fluffier and lovelier than I imagined from that photo. This is exactly it. Let's get a proper shot at once. I was able to get just the shot I needed, thanks to you and that Pokemon of yours. This should go a long way towards getting the other villagers over their fears and into some photos of Pokemon. I think Baneri is actually one of the Pokemon that evolves with friendship. I might be wrong, though. Anyway, we got a new option added, so I might as well... What's the new option? Oh, it's the monochromatic lens filter. Okay. Anth. Those clothes you're wearing when you first came to the village. I can't describe to you the shock they gave me. It's as if I got a glimpse into the future. Alright. There's no mistaking it. You're passionate about fashion, aren't you? Definitely. I see. Well, I have the duty of making this village more fashionable, too. Let us study fashion together. You're part of the Survey Corps, right? Hey, please, I ask that you lend me your talents. I've been told that hippopotas, which can be found in the Crimson Mirelands, have different appearances based on their gender. I feel like if I were able to see and compare them, it would inspire me to create new designs. Oh, I just realized we're actually not as far ahead in the game as I thought we were. I think I completed the Crimson Mirelands. Please, could you show me both a male and female hippopotas? Yeah, so hippopotas is one of the Pokemon that has a gimmick of it looks different when it's male or female. Or about Taohua. You there, valued customer. Wouldn't you rather I had more wares for you to choose from? It'd be nice. That it would. Unfortunately, Taohua refuses to provide me with, any new goods to offer. He won't listen to a word I say, so would you try to persuade him for me? I'm sure you'll get somewhere if you bring him some hardy grains as a token of goodwill. 2 or 3 stocks ought to do, but I'd make it 3 to play it safe. Getting a hold of new wares. We don't have hardy grains because those only grow in the Mirelands, and we haven't gone there yet. Is there anything more going on in the village, or are we finally in? So let's check our missions and requests. So we have quite a few of these to do. We have Big Weasel, Little Weasel, which we still can't do yet. Or where we can do it, but it's just easier to wait. Zubat's Eyes. We need to speak to Clarissa. The Timber of the Fields. We need to complete Cricketot's Pokedex. To bloom or not to bloom. Peculiar Ponyta. So we need to speak to Yota. So this can actually get us Great Balls. Great Balls are better than Pokeballs. They have a higher base catch rate. So we need to go and ask a few people about things. So let's go talk to Clarissa real quick. Clarissa. Hi, Clarissa, the security cord. That's me. Thank you so much for taking on my request. I need you to catch a Zubat and show it to me so I can look at its eyes. Odd request, I know, but I have a good reason Right, Zubat never seemed to have trouble flying around in the pitch darkness. That means their night vision must be top-notch. If I could learn to see in the dark like them, night shifts on guard duty would be a breeze. Excuse me. So I'm counting on your help. Catch a Zubat and come show it to me, would you? So let's show her Zaldin. Let's take a look at those peepers, if you please, Zubat. Doesn't have eyes, I don't think. Oh, where are the eyes in this little guy? Don't tell me it doesn't even have eyes. But then that means Zubat flies around while being completely blind. Zubat must have some other kind of secret sense if it doesn't even need eyes. That's amazing and all, but it barely helps me. What am I going to do when my night shifts on guard duty? Get a partner, Zubat? That's a good idea, and no need for me to go it alone, after all. A little help would be great. That's that, then. I'll go out there and find a Zubat that can help me as my partner. Thanks for the great advice. If you're ever worried about... The 2 doses of Ox Power were sent to your storage because there's no room in your satchel. Okay, that's fair. If you ever receive a quest reward that you can't take, it just gets put in your box. Which is smart. Other Pokemon games would be like... There were some Pokemon games, I swear, where it would tell you, no, you can't actually receive this gift Pokemon because your party is full. Later games would, I think, give you the option to box a Pokemon, but this was after... like, boxing Pokemon became, like, a thing you could just do. So, because later Pokemon games are like, here's a... Here's like... What am I trying to say? It'd be like, here's a laptop, and you can access the PC from here. Anyway, here we can talk to Yota. You're here about my Ponyta request, right? Glad to have some help at last. Here's the problem. A Ponyta like no one's ever seen before has appeared in the Horseshoe Plains. It looks so different from the other Ponyta, it's a little scary. But when I told the professor, he got all excited about researching it, so we agreed to have the Ponyta surveyed and see what's what. If you head to the Horseshoe Plains and catch that strange Ponyta for us, it'd really help us out. Alright. Do I even have any Great Balls right now? No. But they are easily craftable. All you need is apricorns and tumblestones. It's just this. It's just the Pokeball, but you need an iron chunk for it. So now we need to go ask Anise about the herb in question. Why did I do that? I need to be on the other side of the bridge, dummy. Man, this has been 30 minutes of running around town. Oh, I don't know if I've ever talked to you. Oh, I did, that's right, because I grew the thing last time. Oh, hello, dearie. Shinon sent you searching for the medicinal plant, didn't she? That'll be our 3-leaved little helper, then. Shinon doesn't really know this, but it's actually a Pokemon that lives in the Crimson Mirelands. Poor Shinon will get quite the shock if she finds out, so bring it back to me instead, would you? Best of luck on your search, dearie. Now, we haven't been to the Crimson Mirelands, so obviously we aren't really going to have it. The only grass Pokemon... Actually, I don't even... Do we even have a single grass-type Pokemon? That's surprising. This game's actually interesting with how they do the thing, because really you only get access to, like, a few fire and electric Pokemon, but then it's mostly normal Pokemon and bug Pokemon. With, like, a few fighting types and stuff. Now, I think the Pokemon she's talking about is Petalil, but I might be wrong. I don't know. Anyways, continuing our requests. I think it's time we try out that aim for the big leagues. I have to realize his name is Taggart, like, and it's supposed to sound like Target. Line up lots of targets, pop a lot per ball. Sorry about that. If you manage to break 10,000 points, you'll be in for a real treat, I can tell you that. What do you say, Sport? Up for a challenge? I bet I am. So there are these Drifloon-shaped balloons. But the main thing here is you're trying to pretty much pop as many balloons as you can. And you want to try to get as big of combos as possible. This would hurt your arm, Jesus. Like, people don't really think about how athletic you'd have to be a Pokemon trainer. Score this time was 54,800 points. Now, well, isn't that something? You set yourself a record. Like I said, I've got prizes lined up to you depending on how well you did. Based on your score this time, here's a prize just for you. Got 3 smoke bombs. And since we got 10,000 points, we complete the quest and get 15 Great Balls and a Nugget. Oh, I hit B. I was concerned that the game froze. Don't think you've got to stop there. Keep aiming higher, kid. Play on and get better. And better. The better you do, the better prizes I'll hand out. 3 smoke bombs and 15 Great Balls are sent to your storage, and so is the Nugget. But so that's that minigame. I'm actually going to check if the ball throw minigame... So you basically get prizes chosen at random after a certain point. These items can include Pokeball, Heavy Ball, Feather Ball, Smoke Bomb, Scatterbang, Raspberry, and Stardust. Between 1,000 and just one under 10,000. 10,000 to just one under 50,000 will give you 10 Pokeballs. We'll give you one of the following: 10 Pokeballs, 2 Great Balls, 5 Heavy Balls, 4 Balls of Mud, 2 Smoke Bombs, 2 Scatterbangs, 2 Raspberries, or 1 Stardust. If you get more than 10,000, or if you get more than 100,000, though, you can get Ultra Balls early. But I'm not going to be showing that off too much. It's just a fun little mini game. If you want to practice your aiming, you can. You know, my aiming's not perfect. We know that. But, like, what I was saying was, Pokeballs, or being a Pokemon trainer can actually make your, like, the athleticism required to do it is insane. Like, people are like, why isn't everybody just a Pokemon trainer in the Pokemon universe? And it's like, because it'd be difficult. Let's run to Yeo real quick and see if we have anything. Oh, Yeo's in the Obsidian Fieldlands, so I guess we're heading to the Fieldlands now, which I wanted to do anyway. So I guess let's head to the Fieldlands camp, because I don't actually know where we need to go at all. Galaxy number. Oh, here you are. It's raining. Oh, so Kricketot produced that sound of theirs by hitting their antennae together. I wonder if Anvin from the Supply Corps could put together an instrument with a similar shape to the antennae. Well, for now, thanks for going out of your way to solve this total enigma. Here, take these. Timber the Fieldlands complete. We get 3 Vivichokes. To complete a Pokemon's page in your Pokedex, you need to catch and battle that species over and over, right? Gosh, you're such a hard worker. Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes not. Let's talk to you. Oh wait, what did you say? If Troy at the general store could get some different goods in stock, I'd have more to sell. Oh, don't mind me. But yeah, you can buy stuff from this guy. Mainly just, like, little goods, but... I want to see my Pokemon. So, I want to change up the team a little bit. Just a bit. Actually, no, I won't. I won't. We'll keep this team for a little while. There's a pin here. Prosperity's lost satchel. It's over in an area I don't think we've been to yet. So... And here's the thing, is there are areas you aren't going to be able to access for a little while because they're beyond they're just beyond where you can reach. And that's done by intention, and that's why I'm not going to be completing areas as we get them. So first off, we need to head over to Horseshoe Plain. What was like... I suppose we'll use some grit dust on Scallop. Get that defense up. I guess HP next. Scallop will be using pretty much no matter what. I, like, refuse to let Scallop out of this party. Just because I get very attached to starter Pokemon. I know there are some people who box their starter Pokemon. I'm like, what's wrong with you? Anyway. around here somewhere. The swagger in my step. It's blue! Now, if this were a normal playthrough, this might be your first shiny Pokemon, but we have Zaldin, so... Oh, it's an unusual Ponyta. This is the scripted shiny Pokemon I was talking about. So if you want a shiny, just know you get one. See, it even plays the shiny sound. Where's Ponyta at? Now, this one actually won't disappear because it's tied to a quest, too. So we need to give it food 5 times. We can execute this with just the single. Ponyta, we don't need to get a different one each time. Now, if you're curious about what the cakes do, they make the Pokemon eat for quite a long time. Meaning it makes them very easy to sneak up on, and it is significantly more effective than using berries or mushrooms or honey. So I'm just exploiting this one Ponyta spawn to get all 5 of that. But you'll see the berries get eaten up rather quickly. But the cakes, they last longer, so it makes it easier to use to catch Pokemon. Let's try one of these mushroom cakes. And here's the thing, is these combined with heavy balls make it pretty easy. What the fuck? The ball's glitched out. What? I saw that. It was like the 2 halves of the ball were like glitched out. You caught the unusual Ponyta. Time to report back to Yota in the village. We also got a Frost Berry for some reason. I think the Pokemon had it. He really didn't want to eat it because, damn. But yeah, catching heavy specimens is going to be, like, difficult. I think... What's another quest we can do? That one requires Windswept Run at night. Mirelands. That's way too long. The sad thing is, I don't even know if we've seen Cherim. I don't know where to get it. I can look it up real quick, but I don't know where to catch Cherim off the top of my head. It says they're located around the Heartwood. So I suppose we'll be heading towards that way. So now we will switch our Pokemon because I want the shiny Ponyta in her. It is a girl. I don't know why I said that. I think I called it a boy before. It's not even that bad leveled. I think it'll always be level 15 when you catch it. I think it also infinitely spawns, so if you defeat it, I think you get the opportunity to catch it regardless. So yeah, nice blue flame. Where was I heading? I didn't said anything. So it says like around here. I just gotta make sure not to fall again. There was someone in the comments who's like, you gotta be gentle with her. It's like Akari's fragile, you have to be gentle with her, okay? And I'm like, what the fuck? It's like, alright, I guess. This is just a weird way of putting it. Like, no offense to that guy, but it caught me off guard. I'm like... Then it's like 2 episodes later, I fucking take... She tanks, like, Cleavor to the face. Let me out of there. I can't swim. Alright, Cherim, where are you? I need to catch you. I don't know if Cherim evolves from anything, or if it's just its own Pokemon. I always thought it evolved from Cherubi, but I may just be wrong. I've been blatantly wrong about Pokemon info before. I'm not an expert. I consider myself well informed, but I don't know. I don't know. Am I really an expert on Pokemon when I don't like Wolfie Glick as much? As I do. I just think that dude has a very poor taste attitude when it comes to Pokemon. Oh, that's a Scyther. Nope. No, thank you. No, thank you. Run away. I don't actually think you can catch a wild Cleavor out here. Hold up, I need to scratch somewhere. Oh, it's itchy. It's my chest. I don't know why I didn't want to say my chest, because then when I don't say whatever it is, it makes it seem like I was talking about my ball sack. I think it's exclusively a tree spawn. I know you can also do this one later, but I don't know. Seems like it's worth doing now. Am I stuck? I don't even know how that happened. Anyway, you actually cannot you cannot interact with this, but what I think is funny is one's shaped like a dog food bowl, the other shaped just like a water dish. But they're made of stone. It's like they chiseled it. It's a Scyther. I don't want to kill a Scyther. I want to fight it. It's also possible they spawn only in certain weather conditions. That Silcoon just came at me, dude. I feel offended. It's a beautiful art. There it is. Regardless, if I can't find it, we need to be out here anyway. There it is. Because it's sunshiny, Cherim transforms. Oh shit, that's Energy Ball. That'd be better. Let's use Flame Wheel. So Burn is a status condition we've never encountered before. It's pretty much exclusive to fire type attacks, except for one move called Scald, which, I mean, it's hot water. Burn reduces the power. I believe it cuts the power of physical moves in half by having your attack stat, if I remember right. It might work different in this game. Burn also makes it significantly easier to catch wild Pokemon. In the trading card game, this status is completely identical to Poison. So yeah, it says a burn Pokemon takes damage equal to 1/16th of its max HP at the end of each turn. And it halves the power of physical moves. roughly. It's kind of weird, but anyway. That was our time. What? Oh, I hit the wrong button. That's not what I wanted. Controls of this game, I forget them every so often. Hey, we got it. Karen. Hey, I want that grid. It's because I have this rare candy burning a hole in my pocket. Alright. I think I'm just going to use the rare candy on Ponyta to get it more up to level. Master to move. I didn't know they could do that when you level up with a rare candy. That's interesting. Start giving you some special defense, I guess. So do we need to show him the complete Pokédex entry, or just... it? Number of times we've seen it use Petal Dance. Sick tuck and roll, Akari. I didn't want you to do that, but alright. Completed Pokédex entry. Darn. Why did I didn't mean to mark that. Anyway, now we need to go to Windswept Run during the night. That's not what I want. And Windswept Run is rather close to Heights Camp, so I'm actually going to go to the Heights Camp and we're just going to rest until then. I actually want to add the Cherrim to my party. And then I want to talk about something real quick, just because now is, I feel like, a good time to talk about it. Ew, why you look a little weird? Sorry, Buizel, but we don't have a reason for you to exist anymore in our party. We have good Pokemon now. Jesus, that scared me. There's like a small Pokemon cry that like faded in, and it scared me. So we're gonna rest real quick. And now I'm going to open the satchel real quick, and we are going to look at... we'll use Cherrim for this. So if you go to check summary, one of the things you can do is check this, and it says this Pokemon is pretty calm by nature. And then it gives you information like the date you met and where it was at, and what level the Pokemon was. So what exactly does this nature mean? Well, Pokemon have a hidden stat, another hidden stats, but they're more hidden stat modifiers that you can't see normally. So these are known as, we've seen the effort values in the form of the effort level, but there is a form of thing called individual values. Individual values, I believe, were introduced in Generation 3 proper, though they had a thing called personality values in Gen 2, I think, which were like the they were like the precursors to it. Oh, sorry, in Generations 1 and 2, they have determinant values, or DVs. The individual values are stat modifiers applied to each individual Pokemon. that you catch. Additionally, natures also affect this. If I remember right, these can be as low as 0 and as maximum as 31. And these are bonuses to your stats. And if I can read this without the whole thing freaking out due to ads playing. The way HP is determined from Gen 3 onward is HP equals 2 times base stat plus individual value plus effort value over 4 times level divided by 100 plus divided by 100, and then you take that and you add the level and you add the level plus 10. Otherwise, the level plus 10 is replaced with plus 5, and then after that you multiply by nature. Natures do this thing where they add 1 to one stat and take 1 from another. Additionally, there's also some other stuff where natures affect the usage of certain berries. The natures come as follow, but here, first of all, are the... I will be going through them alphabetically. So there's adamant nature, which increases... Oh, by the way, natures can't reduce HP. I should mention that. So there's only 5 nature stats. And that's the reason why HP is determined differently, is because of the fact there is no HP nature. Or the HP stat is determined differently. So adamant nature increases attack, decreases special attack. Bashful increases and decreases special attack, being a neutral nature. Bold is defense, up defense, down attack. Brave is up attack, down speed. Calm, in this case, is up special defense minus special attack. Careful is plus special defense minus special attack. Docile is plus defense minus defense for a neutral. Gentle is plus special defense minus defense. Hardy is plus attack minus attack for a neutral. Hasty is higher speed, lower defense. Impish is higher defense, lower special attack. Jolly is higher speed, lower special attack. Lax is higher defense, lower special defense. Lonely is higher attack, lower defense. Mild is higher special attack, lower defense. Modest is higher special attack, lower attack. Naive is higher speed, lower special defense. Not haughty. Naughty is higher attack and lower special defense. Quiet is higher special attack, lower speed. Quirky is higher special defense, lower special defense for a neutral nature. Rash is higher special attack, lower special defense. Relaxed is higher defense, lower speed. Sassy is higher special defense, lower speed. Serious is higher speed, lower speed for a neutral nature. And timid is higher speed, low attack. It increases one stat by 10% and the other, and decreases another by 10%. There are 5 neutral natures because they raise and lower the same stat, which I thought was a very interesting way of doing it, but alright. Part of the reason why you can't change HP with nature is because it would be too broken. So, yeah. Anyways, let's continue with our thing to look for the Will-O-Wisp. If I can get through. Zubat over there. And there's a Pokemon in that tree. Chimchar. I'll fight fire with fire. Not actually the worst strat. Chimchar is one of the 3 starter Pokemon from the Sinnoh games. the games that this game was inspired by. Chimchar is a fire type that eventually becomes fighting type via evolution. And you get a chance to catch one here. So if you want to use this on your team, you can get one pretty early. And because you have to catch this Pokemon, it's a guaranteed obtain. This is a really good Pokemon. I'm personally not the biggest fan of it just because of it has a negative connotation of being one of the only, being effectively a starter that's picked out of necessity when playing Gen 4. Because outside of the Diamond and Pearl remakes, Diamond and Pearl only had like 2 fire type lines in the whole game. And because of that, Flint, the Elite Four member, who's actually a descendant of Zissou, supposedly, Flint has very few fighting type or fire type Pokemon, and instead resorts to other types. Anyway, without further ado, I think we should head back to camp. And after that, we will head back. You knock that thing out of the tree. Oh, you're gonna get incinerated. Use kill attack. Flame Wheel, I think, used to be the signature, like, fire move that belonged to Quilava. The evolution of Cyndaquil. What's that? Hold up, that's sparkly. I want that. Average Pokemon player. Oh, and there's a thing up there. I'll get that, too. Take that. Oh, the game's just Stardust. Oh, but I don't have room for the Black Tumblestone. But yeah, I highly recommend you make you use layer-based cakes if you're going to use bait to do Pokemon. Anyway, we'll touch this. And that makes our second Wisp out of 107. There are 19 remaining in the area. It is cool. Those can fly? I mean, I get that that's a flying type. That's Gyarados, the evolution of Magikarp. I didn't know they could just fly around. I wonder if I can hit it. Oh, I don't have any feather balls, do I? Actually gonna travel back here. I want to go home. Sorry, you give me that money. Let's have a look then. Less illuminating. I'll update your Pokedex. It's preferred foods. What gender was the Chimchar we caught, actually? I don't know. So Cherim basically has 2 forms. Overcast form and sunshine form. The main difference is the boost in speed and attack. This is one of the Pokemon with a stat-changing form. Didn't we... Oh, you can continue your excursions. Anyway, we'll return to Jubilife. I think we need to go talk to Captain Silene anyway. So first off, let's talk to you. Show me the Will-O-the-Wisp. It was male. I expected such. Starter Pokemon are rarely female. Or rather, it's kind of rare to have a female one. That's it, the Will-O-the-Wisp I saw, right? So it was a Pokemon all along. In any case, you caught it just like you promised. The Survey Corps really are a talented bunch. Now I just have to explain the whole thing to Waka somehow. I can't say I'm looking forward to that. Ah, the Will-O-the-Wisp. No, save me. Imagine I would just have my mouth open like that and a fly like lands in my mouth. Like not even like a normal fly. It's like a Pokemon fly, so it's like actually big. Oh, you have new requests too. Let's talk to you real quick. What do you have to say? Karen. You're not even Karen, you're Senqua. Can't get a good night's sleep like this. Ah, don't scary like that. Something wrong? No, everything's fine. Whatever you need, come back later, alright? What's... maybe a Survey Corps like you could figure it out. Look, when I'm in my quarters trying to sleep at night, it feels like I'm not alone in there. Sometimes there's kind of crackling sound. I found burnt berries a couple times, and once in a while I hear something clatter. So Survey Corps kid, go survey my quarters and figure out what's happening. Just do it at night, would you? I gotta be at work during the day. Alright, let's do that real quick. Don't worry, we'll do the Ponyta thing in a moment. I'm sure there's something in there. Okay, check every nook and cranny. Cloth has been pulled to one side, and is that hair on the hem? Short black hair? Full of rolled up architectural plans. And there's a sketch of Magikarp too. Perhaps it's part of the plans for Galaxy Hall. There's a cloth draped neatly over the mirror. Let's draw it back. Table. There's a faint smell. It seems like berries had been present here. There's a noise from the entryway. I check here again. Heard something from beneath the cloth. Draw it back. Crackle, crackle. Saw sparks fly for a moment. It seemed like something ran by you. I do not approve of this. Noise from near the closet. Is this the closet? Oh, it's Pichu. Survey Corps kid, are you alright? I heard a strange noise. You have a mouse problem. Wait a minute, this Pichu, could it be? Might sound absurd, but I think this might be a Pichu I found injured in the forest a while back. Berry for me, what? Because I fixed you up? Wait, so the thing haunting my quarters was just a grateful little Pichu. Guess all that worrying was pointless. To think I was afraid of some spine-chilling thing. Regardless, I owe you. Have a token of my gratitude. Nana berry. Guess all that worrying was pointless. To think I was afraid of some spine-chilling thing. Alright, I promise. We're gonna go talk to Yoda, and then that's gonna be it. Yota. Once I remember where he is at night. Are you guys done yet? Oh, there's a will-o-wisp over there somewhere. Just a bit more to go until harvest time. I can't wait to see how the crop turns out. Quick, I'm just gonna grab this wisp. Absorb. There are 5 more in this area. Jeez, how many can you put in such a small area? Alright, you. Time is it? 2:01. I see you caught the strange Ponyta. You Survey Corps people don't mess around. You know, a friend of mine was from Galar and was surprised when he saw the Ponyta herds out in the Fieldlands. He couldn't wrap his head around their fiery manes. At the time, I thought it was an odd thing to be amazed by, but now I know some Ponyta have blue flames. It's not a stretch to think there might be all sorts of them out there. No, I'm not just talking about Ponyta. Mind you. Who knows how many differently colored Pokemon there are in the world. Hope the Survey Corps keep trying its level best to research them all. I've never heard that. Raspberry. So what he's actually referring to is the Galar region, the region that Pokemon Sword and Shield take place in, introduced a regional variant form of Ponyta that is Fairy and Psychic type. It's exclusive to Pokemon Shield, but you can still get one in Pokemon Sword by trading in from a different game. You just can't catch one normally. So they won't be out in the wild. Anyway, let's head in here. If you have progress to report, I will judge its worthiness. You have your orders. Survey and research all the Pokemon that live areas you currently have access to. Okay, I must have already did it. I wasn't sure if I did it last video. But yeah, that'll be it for this one. This one ran kind of long, so sorry about that, but there's just getting through all the requests took a lot longer than I thought, and we still haven't even finished all of them. I knew we wouldn't finish them all in this video. Yeah. So thank you all for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to hit that like button. You should also subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notifications. Additionally, you should check out the description. There's links to my Blue Sky page where I share my other thoughts, a link to my Twitch page where I live stream, and a link to my Ko-Fi where if you become a supporter, you can get access to content early. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.